What's good? Alright, little review time, yeah? Yo, I listened to this a bit back, but I thought I'd blast it. I blast it in the car as I was just getting back doing my things, and have a little overview on it, because I know, right, there's a big fan base for this band, and I never checked this band out fully until I got so many recommendations to do so. The band is GOJIRA, and this is their debut LP, or at least their debut under the name of GOJIRA, because prior they had a different title, and I've not checked out their stuff pre-GOJIRA. So this is TERRA INCOGNITA, yeah? I don't know how long this review is going to be, to be fair with you. It could go either way. So, I don't know much about the band. I just had a little scan on Wikipedia just prior to pressing play, just so I could add a few more tidbits. Now, this record was written whilst, was it the frontman was living in a cabin in the woods, just free as a bird with his partner, and that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. As far as the lyrical content is concerned, though, because I know GOJIRA writes some deeper songs, they've got some deeper meanings, ecosystem stuff, and so on and so forth, spiritual based stuff. But I can't hear any of them words. I can't hear any of the words, so that's irrelevant to me. That's irrelevant to me. So I'm not listening to the words, yeah? The band is very unique. The band is very unique. The band, in a way, doesn't make sense, because I don't hear a death metal band. There are moments where you think, wow, that's pretty metal. You know what I mean? But then moments come in and out. As a whole, you're listening to heavy distorted guitars, octave chords, Opeth style. You're hearing growled vocals. The drummer, that's one for a later comment, but the drummer doing his thing, nice double kicks coming in, the occasional blast. But as you're listening to it, to me, it doesn't sound like an extreme metal act. There's an element of dumbing down of the riffs, I feel. The band plays tight, very tight, and technical within reason, but you know that the riffing and so forth is played with purpose and has an alternate perspective than your traditional death metal bands. Now, me personally, I don't want to call it death metal, and I definitely don't want to call it tech death, which is what Wikipedia also had as the genre. I do want to call it groove metal, though, because it's groovy as hell. 50% of the record. Now, some of the chugging is second to none. Some of the breakdown parts, and if you removed the heavy element from GOJIRA, I think, well, from this record at least, I think it would be a little bit bland, a little bit boring, but it's them heavy moments that just kick in and just, wah, just slap you across the face. Absolutely spot on. Now, I want to talk about the drummer. I think one of the main elements as to what gives this band such a unique sound is Marco, the drummer, right? Yo, I did a reaction to this record, and I was commenting along the way saying, this dude does not drum like a metal drummer. He does not. He's very laid back, minimal in a way, but that's the band as a whole, very minimalistic in their own way. No frills, no ornaments, no eccentric, gnarly shred solos when there doesn't need to be. The drummer played in a very minimal fashion and applied himself to the music in a very odd way, in my opinion. Found that he was a jazz drummer, influenced by jazz means, and he's also the brother of the frontman, which creates an incredible dynamic. But as far as the heaviness is concerned, it's crushing. I don't throw this term out willy-nilly. So there's some brutality, brutal, some of them heavy moments. Dun dun dun, you know what I mean? And you feel, wow, wow. The production is clean, clear, enjoyable, does the heavy bits favours. And that's about it. So when I sort of came in here saying, I don't know how long this review's going to be, I think when you hear Gojira, you box it in and you'll have your favourite moment, you'll have your favourite riff, your favourite moment. A lot of people like the lyrical content. I'm not a lyrical dude for the most part, unless it's like pop songs and pop adjacent music. Singer-songwriter stuff. It's a consistent record, full of surprises. You will have highlights if you're into heavy music where you'll think, wow. I'm going to give the record a nice clean 7 out of 10. Because I know the band progresses from there on. So a great debut, great effort. I'm not a Gojira head, but I've listened to the record, or I've listened to 1 or 2 songs from the band since I did my initial debut first time listening reaction, which is a compliment in itself because I don't do that for 90% of the bands. And that's me signing out. One love, people.